Hello and welcome to our tutorial of how to use MackinVia. This is specifically for Des Moines Public School students. If you are not a Des Moines Public School student, this tutorial, you might still find it valuable, but your login information is probably going to be set up differently than these. All right, so MackinVia is a online resource. They also have an app that you can use on your smartphone that allows you to access a bunch of different ebooks and audiobooks. It's very similar to like a library system. So I'm going to show you how to get there and then how to utilize the program. So I'm going to go ahead and open the internet. I prefer to use Firefox or Google Chrome. They tend to work the best with MackinVia in my experience. So at the top, I am going to type in MackinVia.com, and you'll notice mine wants to pop in right away because I go to this website quite often. So MackinVia.com, I'm going to click enter. My website should look exactly like this. If it does not look like this, you need to double check your spelling. It's very likely that you have spelled something incorrectly or that you've put weird spaces in here. For Des Moines Public School students, what you're going to do right here, it says school/library name. You are going to type in the name of your school that you attend. So I am a teacher at Merrill Middle School. So I am going to type in Merrill Middle School. And you'll see once I'm done typing, Des Moines Merrill Middle School pops up. I am then going to click on my school. Make sure that you click on one that says Des Moines. So if you click it in and you've got multiple that pop up, make sure you click on the one that says Des Moines. It's going to make sure that it verifies, hey, is this the right place? As long as it says Des Moines, you should be good to go. You're going to click login. This is where some students get stuck because it can be hard to figure out where the button is for this. So Des Moines uses Clever, which is a single sign-on. It means that you don't have to remember multiple usernames and passwords. This is a button right here. So you'll notice my cursor changes to a hand, implying that I can click on it. You're going to click log in with single sign-on. And then it's going to prompt you for your school information. For your school information, you are going to enter your student email, which is your ID number. Most of my students, it starts with the number 6. So it's going to be your school ID number at student period DM schools with an S at the end period org. And then the password that you use to log on is the same password that you use to get signed into the computer at school. It's your same password. So if you are at home using a school computer right now, it's the same information that you use to get logged onto the computer. I am not a student, so I can't use a student email. Also, make sure if you enter this and it's saying it's wrong, you double check, make sure that you have all of this spelled correctly. A lot of people will spell the word student wrong. They'll forget this first period. They'll forget the S on DM schools, or they'll put .com. So make sure that you spell that correctly. I'm going to go ahead and use my email and my password, and then you're going to click sign in. And here is MackinVia. So it starts you off with ebooks, and they are in alphabetical order, and they go by numbers first. You'll notice they have ebooks, databases, and audiobooks. For this tutorial, we are only going to focus in on the ebooks and the audiobooks. So if I wanted to look at ebooks, I would click ebooks. It's going to have them all here. They are, like I said, they are listed alphabetically. You can also search for them by author, A to Z, new arrivals. So you can take a look at some of these new books. So you'll see The Lightning Thief is on here. Taking a look at some of those new books that they have on here. You can also take a look at the highest rated books, so books that people have voted on. They've said, oh, this is a really great book. Let's say that I find a book that I want to read. This Batman Nightwalker one sounds really cool. We can click more info. It's going to give us a little snippet, just like if we were at a real library, we could read the back cover or the inside cover of a book. It's going to give us some information here on the book. If we scroll down, we can see how many pages it is, when it was published, some of the subjects, lots of information down here. It also does have a reading level or a Lexile level. So if you know your Lexile level or your reading level and you want to double check and see if that's an appropriate book for you. A lot of the ebooks also have text-to-speech available too. So even if it's harder, if it's going to be too hard for you to read on your own, a lot of them have text-to-speech that you'll be able to read or listen to them. So we're going to click Open Now, and you'll see it opens right away. Now, I have actually read the prologue of this book, which is why it started me on chapter 1. It didn't start me at the beginning of the book because it remembered my progress from last time. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning. Starts with the title. You can use your arrow keys to click through, or you can click on the arrows on the side. It starts with having the text reader up and available. If you don't want it, you can just click on the actual content of the book and it goes away. So we've got our chapter 1, but let's say I do want to listen to that text reader. I can click play. So for your ebooks, the text reader is going to be a computer voice. They do have two different versions. So they have a male voice and a female voice. You can also adjust the speed. So if that's too slow, you can make it a little bit faster. So this is how you can utilize and listen to those, or listen or read ebooks. Now, not all ebooks are available or audiobooks are available right away. Some of them, let's see now, all of these are. They all say open now. But every once in a while you will encounter ones that say like place a hold. Let's see if we can find one. So here's an example of a book that is not available at this moment. You'll notice it says preview instead of open now. And if you look here, it will show you that they have one copy of this, but that 0 of them is available. And it actually says out here in the corner. That means that somebody, just like a real library, somebody has checked this book out and is currently reading it. So it operates a lot like a regular library. So what you can do, though, is that you can preview it. So you can take a look at a short version of it. It's just going to be a few pages to make sure that it's something that you're interested in reading. And then if it is one that you want, you are going to click this button to request this book. They will send you an email when your request is processed and when this book is available. And what you should be able to do is you'll be able to click and see your requests. So when I clicked on my profile, I went to requests and I was able to see, okay, yes, I have requested this book. If you click on checkouts, that is if you have a book currently checked out as well. The other thing that MackinVia has is they have audiobooks. Now, these audiobooks are very high quality. They're professional grade audiobooks. So just like the ones that you would buy from Audacity or be able to listen to from those audiobook sources, They are very well done. So you're going to do this the same way that you would do an ebook. We're going to click listen now. It's going to bring us to our title page, and then we just click play. So as you can hear, they've got background music. It's a professional reader as well. It's not a text reader like the ebook is. Now, it does not show the text while you are listening to the audiobook, the same way that a regular audiobook isn't going to have the text available either. You can also navigate by tracks and chapters. Here you can find your book info. You'll notice this is an audiobook, so it doesn't give a number of pages, but it tells you how long it would take for you to listen to that audiobook. We are going to go back to MackinVia. Now we've checked this book out. So this book is now in my checkouts, and that just makes it really easy for me to find it. You can listen to books without checking them out, but if you check them out, then when you log into MackinVia, it's going to be a lot easier for you to find where that book is. All right, hopefully this tutorial has been helpful for you. Remember, this is how to use it on a desktop, but there is an app available too. So if you would rather listen to books or read books on your phone or on a tablet, look into downloading the MackinVia app. All right, I hope you are all staying happy, healthy, and safe, and have a wonderful day.